was your Christmas vacation? How was also your New Year's celebration? Are you having fun? Yeah, me too. So much for that. It's been a long time since I have posted my last video rather, for the reason that I was kinda busy this past few days. So much for that. For today's video, I am going to show to you the materials that I will be using for my lesson. So by the way, my topic is all about the different types of sentences according to their structure and their layout. Okay, so as a modern student of teacher education program, we are expected to be more on creative, innovative on the materials that we will be using for our lesson. So by that, I realized that I am going to use a PowerPoint presentation as well as a visual aids containing the different types of engaging activities, which I am going to use for my lesson, because whether we like it or not, students nowadays are very hard to catch their attention, especially if you are just plainly delivering your lesson without activities, without pakulo. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started! So as what I have just said earlier, that I will also be using a PowerPoint presentation. So my topic is all about the different types of sentence according to structure or layout. So as a part of my daily routine, I will start the lesson by mere presenting a prayer via media presentation. Afterwards, I will ask probably 3 students to share their insights about the quotation that is being showed via PowerPoint presentation. After finishing all the routines, I will move to introducing the objectives of the lesson. So I have also prepared here a group activity, their assessment part, and of course, their task for their assignment. And moving forward, I have prepared here some activities for the motivation part. For the motivation part, I have prepared here 4 boxes, and as a common scenario in the classroom, I will divide the class into 4 groups because I have only prepared here 4 boxes, and they are going to select a representative. Each group will select a representative for them to pick a box, and then what they're going to do is to arrange the words that are being written in the box and make it in a sentence. So afterwards, there will be only one member of the group that will present their task in front of the class. So I have also prepared here for their group activity. There are specific tasks for group 1, for the group 2, 3, and 4. They are going to make a short presentation depicting the different types of sentences. So they are going to portray, or probably they are going to make a drama depicting the different types of sentences. So I have here different scenarios assigned by different groups. So I will be dividing the class into 4 groups, and I will choose probably a group leader to represent and guide on what they are going to do. So in case if there is a power interruption, the show must go on. So that's the reason why I use PowerPoint presentation as well as a visual aid, because we are dependent on electricity. So if in case the show must go on and my students will not be interrupted just because of that scenario. So they are going to base their answers what is being written on the Manila paper. Okay, for their assignment, I have prepared here a task for them to work on their respective homes. So I am requiring them to write a short narrative with regard to their most unforgettable experience. So they are going to use at least 4 types of sentences, particularly the declarative sentence, the exclamatory sentences, the interrogative sentences, and the imperative sentences. So this will assess their learning if they have understood the lesson very well. Okay, so by mere preparing the materials very well for your lesson will help you to deliver your lesson very smoothly, accurately, and very engaging. Because being a future teacher is very challenging. You have to bear in mind that you should not only focus on the content of your lesson, but rather on how are you going to engage your students throughout your lesson. So by that, preparing a very innovative materials, instructional materials, whether it is a PowerPoint, visual aids, etc., will help you to deliver your lesson very well. And with the help of these particular materials, it will surely help you to achieve the objectives that you have set for your lesson. And by that, everything will be on the right track. Okay, so as an aspiring secondary English teacher, we have to bear in mind these 3 C's that I have just realized upon doing these materials. And these are, the first is being creative. Of course, as a teacher, we have to be very creative enough on creating our instructional materials. This is because your visual aid that you have prepared will help you to catch the attention of your students. The second one is being curious. Why? This is because as a student, we have to be vigilant enough on creating our materials, on preparing our activities. This is because our students are very conscious. They explore outside of the world, and if you are not prepared for your lesson, they might laugh on you, they might judge you whether you like it or not. So you have to be conscious on the activities, the content that you are using, because it will affect your lesson. And the last one is you have to be concrete, especially the content of your lesson. You have to bear in mind that you have to deliver your lesson timely, not just timely but accurately. So though it is a very big challenge, but as a teacher, we must fight for it. We have to be aware of that fact. So to sum it up, creating an innovative materials for our lesson is very important for us to achieve our objective, to catch the attention of our students, and also for us to help our future students understand the lesson very well.